Good morning, class. Professor Adriana here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Adriana Laserva to the Los Santos Sitdown.
Something like this. A blonde girl with a big butt and tits took over the world, yup, with her charm. Even the strongest soldier disarmed. And so you don't forget I teach you this, because I will always and forever be that bitch. And I want you to one day teach your kids that even their daddy wanted to hit this. You know class ain't over till the bell rings. Plaid skirt button up with the pink G-string.
Hello, Miss Laserva. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. Hey, you look as lovely as you've ever been.
Oh, thank you. I try. It's all the Ozempic I take.
So what's the Ozempic?
Ozempic is this weight loss drug. It's really popular right now, and I've been taking it just to stay skinny and gorge all the time.
Okay. So
Love it.
You get to eat whatever you want and stay skinny?
I mean, sure.
That's a dream right there. I'm gonna have to grab me some of that.
Yes.
So besides taking this medication or whatever, what else you been up to? I know you're one of the trendsetters of the city here. So why don't you tell us about some of your jobs around the city?
Well, I'm really a jack of all trades and a master of all of them, spectacularly. I am one of the co-owners of Malibu, the Paradise by the Beach, as I like to call it. It is a spectacular restaurant and a club that anybody who knows me knows that's like my passion project. I also am the head of staff at Hornbill's, the strip lounge right down the road from here at the studio. I'm working on a clothing brand, shapewear brand. We also, of course, have my perfumes and music. I just released a new song called Attention.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Mhm.
Are you going to be able to continue all these ventures now that you're a criminal?
Well, I think criminal is an objective word. It really depends on how somebody would define a criminal.
Someone convicted of a crime.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. I, made a 911 call and was arrested. And so I don't really think I'm a criminal. I'm more of somebody who maybe just did something wrong. But I think we all have our different opinions on what crime is.
Yeah, of course. Certainly you're no murderer or nothing like that. So tell me
No.
a little bit more about that. Because I actually don't know the details of your arrest.
Well, since you want to bring up my trauma, I guess I'll talk about it. Thank God I
Sometimes
have
it's
my
best to vent.
sexy man in the audience here to keep me, feeling okay. But I will say, this is what happened. I, was just hanging out with some friends, and we were in a car. We were at Pillbox, and some strange man, I don't know who he was. He was on some sort of hallucinogenics or something. He was dressed like he just rolled out of business TJ Maxx. I don't even know. He started, berating me and my friends, and I felt really threatened. So me being, kind of like the alpha of the group, because that's how I am. I'm a wolf. You see me come. I got out of the car, and I'm not going to lie. I smacked the shit out of that man. But he kind of deserved it. I was protecting me and my homegirls. So, this crazy man, I should have knew better. He pulled out a firearm, and he started shooting.
Uh-oh.
And I happened to get hit in the shoulder, and I collapsed on the sidewalk right in front of Pillbox. Can you believe that? And there were these officers showing up, and they saw it all happen. The EMS dragged me by my small, tiny, petite ankle into the emergency room for emergency surgery. They got me together. They took the bullet pieces out of my giant breasts and my small waist and my fat ass. They took all the bullets out of it. And, I made a miraculous recovery. The Ozempic might have had something to do with that. And I go outside, and the two officers, who they are rookies, granted, were just talking to this man who just almost murdered me. So anybody who knows me knows I go from 0 to 100 really quickly if I'm upset about something.
You think the Ozempic has something to do with that?
No, I've always been like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I maybe went off on a few officers, and I kind of called them a lot of names because I felt unsafe. It was a time of uncertainty. I walk out of Pillbox after recovering, and the man who just shot me is having a casual conversation with the police. So I was going off. I said, why is this man not in cuffs? And I was calling them all sorts of names. And mostly because there's a backstory to this, okay? One time, somebody lit the teapot on fire, and I took a picture, and I tweeted the picture. They got me in a cop car in those cells so fast for a Twitter picture. And this man just shot me, and he's having a casual conversation and a coffee with the police on the corner. So I was pissed. So I took out my phone, and I dialed 911. And the Miss Operator lady on the other side, all you cops are garbage. This man is not even in cuffs at Pillbox who just tried to kill me. Well, they didn't like that. So they came wee woo down the road all the way to Pillbox. This cop, I don't even know his name. He goes, "Are you Miss Laserva?" And I said, "Well, yes, I am." Me thinking he's about to solve my problem. He says, "Girl, you're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back."
What the fuck?
I said, "What the fuck is going on here on this day?"
Rightfully so.
He put me in the damn car and got me to the cells faster than the man who shot me.
Oh my, that's absurd.
And hey, listen, if I was pissed at the pillbox, you could imagine me down in that cell. And at that point, I accepted my fate. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go, and it is what it is. But I'm causing a storm here, and I got put in jail with the man who tried to kill me. I felt very unsafe.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you made a full recovery. Your breasts are as full as ever, and that ass is still plump as a pumpkin. So,
right.
Great job to the doctors, at least. The police,
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry I had to bring up that trauma, but
it's okay. I'm recovering. Everything happens for a reason. I just feel like that was, excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's a tissue.
I just feel like it was meant to happen to me, Like, life teaches you things. And, like, that just was meant to happen. Like, it happened for a reason, and I believe that.
Okay. You're making me tear up here. Let's get back on track. All right. So why the hair change?
Well, there's a few elements of that too. My life's really complicated, but I was always a blonde. It's how people got to know me. And when I was previously married, my husband then, I had brought up to him, "Oh, I think I want to be a brunette, blah, blah, blah," just to change it up and be different because I was always blonde. And he was just like, "It's not Adriana if you're not blonde." So I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. But in my current relationship with my partner, Mr. Bands, he saw me with a brunette wig on one day that I just wanted to try out. Like, before I dye my hair, let me live a day with brown hair and see what the vibe is. And he really liked it. And I was like, that's the push I needed. I was like, my man likes it. I'm going to do it myself. So I've been a brunette ever since. But this is my natural color. I'm not naturally a blonde. So it's also giving my hair a rest from all the bleach.
Of course. Well, I must say you look spectacular. And regardless of your hair color, you'll always be Adriana. Let's be real.
Period.
Now, for all these simps over at Legion lusting over your blonde billboard, do you got plans to put up a new one, or?
Well, yes, we actually just got one put up down the road here from the studio across from Hornbill. I did a reshoot of my original billboard that, you're referencing in Legion. Unfortunately, that one had to come down due to a lot of weathering issues. The building is falling apart and crumbling, but that's a whole infrastructure issue that we could deal with on another time. But we put up a new billboard. I reshot it with my brown hair to kind of, mark 1 year of me living here in Los Santos. It's been a year since I moved. So I wanted to reshoot it with my new look, my new vibe. And so it's right up across from Hornbills, which, fun fact, my original billboard was also on Pinewood Boulevard. So it's kind of nice to have it back in this area.
Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. So besides, your obvious life of crime, what can we expect from you going forward? I know you said you got a new single just dropped called...
Yes. Detention is the name of the single. I found a beat, just a few days ago. And when I get inspired and I hear a good beat, I'm like an animal. Like, I can get it done. The beat was so good. I loved it. And in a day, I was like, boom, done, mastered. Let's put it out. Like, that's just how I work. When I get inspired, I'm like a workhorse. So I put out a new song called Detention. It's a little bit inspired by old school Eminem, the way I kind of spit on it. It's really fun. It's a fun song, and from, you know, all the people around me, my friends, family, my team. They all responded really positively to it. So it's on my YouTube channel, just Adriana. You can look it up, Detention, official single. It's available now.
Very nice, very nice. Any plans to perform that single anytime soon?
Sorry?
Any plans to perform it live soon?
You know, I'm always down to perform. Sometimes we do a lot of Star Records performances at Hornbills, so I'm always down to do that. And people call me all the time. They're like, Adriana, perform at my wedding. Adriana, perform at my club opening. Adriana, perform at my funeral. And I'm like, okay, like I guess I will. So you'll definitely know about any Adriana performance coming up because I'm always promoting that.
Lovely. Yes, you are the city's finest promoter, if I will say.
Oh, thank you.
And well, I believe that's all the time we have for right now. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you joining us here on Los
Thank
Santos
you.
Sit Down. Folks, make sure you get your Ozempic. Check out that billboard. Ozempic. Yeah, grab your Ozempic.
I'll get you some.
Yeah, and then check out Adriana's billboard and a new single. All right? Be safe out there, y'all.
Thank you.